Hello everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Refresh Mindfulness. I'm Sue and I'll be your host today. Refresh Mindfulness is a program created by Juniper Communities, and I'm happy to be sharing this program with you, from Juniper Village at Brookline in central Pennsylvania. Our Refresh Mindfulness class will be a practice of building inner and outer strength and resources. What do I mean by that? We will work with our outsides. We'll work with our bones and muscles, activating the body. We'll also work with our insides, meaning we'll focus on our breath and we'll focus on our attention, where our mind goes. That's what mindfulness is. It's noticing what's around us and what's inside of us at any given moment. Our theme for today's class is patience. St. Augustine said that patience is a companion to wisdom. So let's practice some patience together today to nurture a calmer, happier, and wiser life. So please find a chair that's nice and stable. If you haven't already sat down, come join me. Let's give ourselves a chance to get really centered right here in this moment. So let's take 3 deep breaths together. Let's inhale, raise the arms up as high as you feel comfortable, and exhale, back down. Inhale deeply, and exhale, lower. Once more, inhale, and exhale, release. Put your hands on your legs and really feel your hands connecting to your lower body. We're really here centered right now. So let's now move into some body activation. Let's circle our shoulders around. Really feel those shoulders circling. Maybe you haven't moved your shoulders yet today. It might feel good. Circle the other direction. And gently rest. Gently tip ear to shoulder, one side and then the other. Again, if you've been sitting or in one position for a long time, we want to wake up the body gently, so only move to your comfort level. Come back to center, and now nod your head yes. Making the movement as big or as small as you feel comfortable. Come back to center, shake your head no. And gently release. Open up the feet a little bit, and let's tip our bodies side to side, waking up our backs. And now let's rock forward and back, like you're in a rocking chair. Hinging and rocking forward and back, waking up your spine. And rest. Let's do a little twist. 2 hands to one leg and gently look over that way. And switch. 2 hands to the other leg and turn your head and neck the other direction. Once more to each side. A gentle twist through the spine and head and neck. And then the other way. And gently release. Good. Bend and straighten the elbows. You can bring your feet and legs in wherever is most comfortable. Waking up those elbows. And now, keeping those fingertips on the shoulders, bring the elbows forward. And now open them out and back a bit if you can. Forward with the elbows, and then open the front of the chest, bringing those elbows behind you. Forward and back with the elbows. Once more, forward and back. And rest those arms. Great. Put your hands together, clasping your hands lightly, and let's roll the wrists. And if you only have access to one arm or hand and wrist, you can do a nice little circle or a little figure 8 with one side. You decide if you use one arm or two. And then very carefully, if you have your hands clasped, turn those hands so that the palms gently press outward. Good. And shake out those hands. Let's do a few marches in place. You can hold onto the chair, but lifting those knees. And stop. Now stretch out the leg by tapping the heels forward, straightening the knee a bit, activating that knee. Good, and rest. Nice. Let's take our 3 deep breaths again and see if we feel even more centered and more awake in our bodies at this time. So join me with 3 more full breaths, raising the arms up on the inhale. Here we go. Inhale and exhale down. Inhale and exhale lower. Last one, inhale up and exhale down. And again, plant those hands on the lap, really feeling connected to the lower body, the feet connected to the floor, and we're really centered here in this moment. Maybe you're more awake now after we woke up the body a bit. Maybe you're feeling your breath a little bit more clearly. Maybe it's fuller. Wonderful. Let's think about our theme again, patience. And now, let's flip it a bit and think about when we're impatient. When you're impatient, sometimes you tap your toe. So let's start with one side, tapping that toe. Sometimes it's a vigorous movement. Now go to the other foot and tap the toe. Sometimes we think about being impatient when we get stressed, as we wait for something. Now both toes, tap those toes as we think about maybe waiting for the bus and it's starting to rain. Maybe, keep those toes tapping, maybe you're sitting in traffic and you're getting impatient. Rest those feet. Good. Let's go to our fingers now and tap our fingers on our legs. Maybe you're impatient as you're waiting for the waiter or waitress to come and refill your water glass, and you're so thirsty. Those are kind of silly examples, but maybe with your waiting, it could be about something that's stressful. Maybe waiting for the doctor to call with test results. Waiting to hear about a grandchild being born. And it could get stressful. Rest those fingers and those feet just a little bit. Sometimes when we're impatient, we don't breathe very fully. We actually inhale and exhale quickly. Maybe putting your hands on your hips in a huff. So let's practice that. A breath exercise where we inhale normally, but a quick exhale. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale normally, and a quick exhale. Good. Let's now tap the heel. Breathe normally. Tap your heel as though you're waiting, and you're getting impatient. And maybe the knee is popping up and down, the heel is going real fast. And rest that side. Now the other leg. Tap the heel and let that knee bounce up and down. Fast, fast, fast. Impatient, you're waiting. And rest. Great. Maybe you just get antsy and you have to move a bit. Maybe step side to side. Give that a try. And rest. Let's do our breath exercise again with a quick exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This time, let's cross our arms. Sometimes when we get impatient, we see it with arms crossed. Inhale, breathe in. Quick exhale, cross those arms. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Quick exhale. Good. And rest. Now notice if your feet, your fingers feel maybe a little tense. Let's show some patience and calmness, and let's give our ankles and feet a little stretch. So instead of thinking about being impatient with our ankles, let's lift a leg and circle around as slowly as possible. Let's be patient with this stretch. Can you make a slow circle with that foot and ankle? Great. Now go the other direction. Nice and slow. Good. And release. Other leg, stretch it up and circle the ankle around. Very slow. Allowing time to really feel that stretch. No rush. Circle the other direction. Being calm and easy. Good. And release. And now let's work our fingers a bit. Bringing your fingertips close together, touching the fingers together. And I'm going to turn my my fingers down toward the floor so you can see. Let's twiddle our thumbs. You might twiddle your thumbs if you're waiting and trying to be patient. You know? But let's be mindful about it. Let's be careful and gentle with ourselves as we go. Circle the other direction. And rest. Now, if you can, we'll go do each finger. So now, index finger, circle it around, keeping the rest of those fingers, if you can, touching. One way, and then the other. Good. Put that index finger, those index fingers together, and now try your middle finger. Be careful, be gentle, but give it a try. And now circle the other direction. This is a very small movement. Building patience And put those fingers together. Now try the ring finger. That's the hardest one. If you have to let go of the fingertips, that's fine, but see if you can do it with the fingers touching, except for that ring finger, which is hard. Now circle the other way if you can. It doesn't have to be fast. Be patient with yourself, but give it a try. And rest. Now pinkies. So allow your pinkies to circle one way. This one is not so hard. And the other direction. Good. And shake out those hands. Wonderful. In fact, let's relax the hands a little bit more as we rub the top of our thighs. One of the things that is important to build when you're building patience is the idea that you can feel relaxed inside. So letting go of any sense of impatience and urgency and just allow yourself to be calm and relaxed inside. Gently rubbing the top of your thighs will help with that, soothing the nervous system. Good. And release. Again, shake out those hands, let them rest for a moment. Let's take one final stretch here. Coming toward the front of your chair, opening those knees. And let's do a circle stretch. So let's first do it just with our bodies, and then we're going to add the arms too. So we're going to circle our body around, nice and slow and easy. Looking up, looking down, letting your whole body circle. And go the other way, gently around and around, breathing easy, nice and slow and steady. Good, and come on up. Nice. Now let's use our arms as well. Now, you can keep your hands here, or you can add the arms. So here we go. We're going to circle up and circle down toward the floor. Circle up and circle down. Good. Now let's go the other way. Circle down and bring it up, looking up if you can, and circle all the way down and up and gently release. Nice. I'm going to move forward for one final activity. Building patience. Building patience helps us use our physical and emotional, mental resources wisely and efficiently. You might already be practicing patience. For example, if you're a reader, reading a book from beginning to end takes patience. Maybe you don't read a book anymore. Maybe you listen to books. But again, sticking it out to the end, the last page, the last word, that takes patience. Maybe you're a gardener. Tending the garden takes patience. Allowing one seed to develop into a beautiful big plant takes patience and care. So maybe you're already practicing patience. Or maybe you see yourself as a patient person. Maybe you're an impatient person. But whatever your tendencies are, it's nice to have some tools that if you are in a place where you need to practice patience, you can. So here's one exercise, one breath exercise that I really like that takes control and patience. So placing one hand on your lap, and I'm going to stand up here so you can see my hand. What we're going to do is trace each finger with a breath. So take a finger from your opposite hand and touch the palm of your hand. And if you cannot do that, you could just touch the fingertips and thumb together. But we're going to do 5 deep breaths. Finger starts at the base or the heel of the hand, and slowly, patiently take an inhale to your thumb, and an exhale, trace it back down. Inhale to the index finger, and exhale back down. To the middle finger, inhale, and exhale. Ring finger. Have you lost your attention yet, or can you stay right here with that breath? Exhale, return. Inhale to the pinky. And exhale back. That's 5 slow, deep breaths. Let's use our other hand. Tap the heel of the hand. Slow inhale to the thumb, tracing it up, and exhale back. Inhale, index finger, and exhale. Is your attention right here on the breath? Inhale, feel that finger getting traced, and exhale, back down. Inhale to the ring finger, and exhale down. One more, inhale, this is our 10th full deep breath, and exhale. Release. Remember when your parent might have said, take 10 breaths to calm down? Take 10 breaths and things will change. Maybe you will have more patience by the time you finish those 10 breaths. And whatever was bugging you before or creating stress is now gone. So you can use that tracing the breath exercise whenever you might need to build some patience. It's time to sit in stillness and have a few moments of rest and relaxation. A few moments to reflect. Close your eyes or have a soft downward gaze to limit outward distractions, and sit comfortably in your chair. Notice how your body and breath are feeling right now, especially after those 10 conscious breaths that help us slow down and be aware of the moment. Patience provides us with a great feeling of inner balance and peace. Thanks for practicing some patience with me today. Remain with this inward attention and this time of rest. I'd like to share one final poem titled Patience. by D'Angelo Tyler. Patience is the deep breath you take when you just can't take it anymore. It's the rhythmic beating of your heart when you are around someone you adore. Patience is the warm feeling you get from staring at the clear blue sky, smelling the spring rain, listening to the birds chirp, watching them fly by. Patience is a virtue, this is true. Patience is so many things that challenge you to be true to you. Slowly come back to the day. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch, yawn, open your eyes when you're ready. Thanks for joining Refresh Mindfulness. See you next time.